Start. Okay. My bandu yam nurture, only is on pinyo. My bandu yam nurture, only is on pinyo. My wundu mosiyo, keke yeso in pinyo. My bandu yam nurture. Yeso, only pinyo. Amendu, amendu, ame yeso, only pinyo. Wundu mosiyo, ame yeso, only pinyo. Amandu, amendu, ame yeso, only pinyo. I wonder masiyo keke yesu lepinyo Mangano yemucho ale yesu lepinyo. Alright, let me say good afternoon to you. Welcome to Celebrity Time Cooking. Here with Celeb Max K Mix. Good afternoon. I respect all of you. Brother Samuel Oduwoli, welcome. Today we're going to prepare pasta today. If you haven't prepared pasta before, I'm going to take you through how to prepare, a nice pasta for that wonderful lunch or that wonderful dinner. Especially, I like to have pasta for dinner. Yeah, because especially when you have when you have the produce or the product that's really good, I always like to go for wheat. So it's there. We're doing pasta today. I'm cooking pasta today. I'm going to show you how to cook it and cook it nicely, and then perhaps make some recommendation to you as well as to normally which one you should go for. I'm very choosy if I'm cooking because I love to cook. I don't like eating out. Yeah. Number one, I don't even trust people cooking. So I don't know. Yeah. But I think the passion for cooking started with my grandmother. She brought me up, and her soul rest in peace, my Hawa. She's gone. But she left those skills with me, and I can tell you no lie. For my family, I cook. I prepare the meal, despite the fact that they stand between two different nationalities, in fact three. Yeah. So, but I love cooking. Yeah, I don't. Eating outside is not my thing, especially going to restaurants or so going to places to go eat. It's not my thing because number one, I trust my cooking more than anybody cooking. So I'm not here talking politics. If you think I just came on to do politics, no, it's not going to be now. Today we're in the kitchen. We're back in the kitchen. We are going to cook. You plus myself, we all going to cook this pasta together. All the ingredients we all going to we are going to put it together, and we have a nice I think maybe tea time. By tea time it will be ready. But we can still say at lunch or so. So first of all, I'm going to show you some of the ingredients that will go in the pasta later. First of all, before you start, make sure that you got your water to the boiling point. I put a little bit of oil so that the pasta can't stick together like that. That's the main reason we put a little bit of oil in it, so that the pasta, when you know, once it reach to the point of being cooked, it can stick together. That's the most important one there. I don't like pasta to just be, you know, I don't like political food. I don't like pasta to be sticking together. No, when I'm cooking, when I'm eating my pasta, I like for it to be, you know, quite plain. You know, to just be separate. So let's put on our goat for cooking. This one will protect us if oil trying to come into our eyes or so. Okay, let me take you through. I will take you to the stove, but first of all, to have a nice pasta for me, if I'm cooking it, number one, I have to have a bolognese. It can be of any, you know, any brand anyway, but bolognese, always make sure that, you know, it go with it. You have a very perfect pasta. Some people, you know, bolognese, you know, everything that we use nowadays, whether it's in the kitchen, even the clothes and everything, you know, we know that it all has levels, right? So if you go in the supermarket, you can find, you know, you can pick the one you want, or maybe your money can be afforded. But the name is bolognese. This one is really good as well, and it's just a pasta sauce. So this one, if you don't have pasta sauce in the pasta, it's not pasta. No, that definitely I can tell you that it's not. I will tell you that. So that's bolognese. That to go. One thing, you know, that always good way is mince. Yeah, mince is really good, because without it you can have a good taste of pasta. So all this will take you through later on how to prepare it. And also this pepper, this green pepper, this one from Morocco. Most of the time if I go buy things, especially I go buy fruit, orange, banana, you know, or vegetable also, because mostly they label where it come from. So today I was so particular. I came across some from Israel, some from, you know, other countries, Netherlands or so. But by the time I saw Morocco, I said, oh, I'm gonna go for Morocco pepper. So this one is from Morocco, and you know, Morocco from Africa. So at least, you know, by me buying this, I supporting the farmers there as well. So this one from Morocco, very big pepper as well. So yes, you can have a big pepper like this, which is really perfect as well. I'll show you later how to cook it. Yes, normally I love cooking with coconut as well. Most of my cooking I do, you know, I use coconut as well. So we'll have a little bit of coconut in it, and well, I love chilies, so I got this one, a big bowl here that will go in later. And of course, this is mixed herbs. I love herbs. Most of the stews that I cook, you know, I have to put herbs in them. So this one, they mixed herbs. If you can find it, it's also good, but that will go later. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to take you to the stove, just to show you. Let me get this phone off block. So let me take you to this side. I need to open the back door so the steam can get outside. Yeah, too much right now. So what we're going to do now is I'm just trying to prepare this how they call it, mushrooms. They will go later. I'm trying to give it just a little bit of you know, heat here so that it can it won't take much time there. The water in there is already ready, so we're going to put the pasta in. This is whole wheat pasta. So I love it. It's briny because it's wheat also. The origin is Italy, because you know Italy they love this as well. So we pull that in the boiling water, which of course we already have the oil in it. So I'm going to cook everything. I'm going to cook everything because I'm expecting some friends later, so they can have dinner with me as well. I don't know if you've seen it yet. So we're going to leave this at least to boil for up to 12 minutes. Okay, by 12 minutes this should be ready. So like this one, they call it the mushrooms, they are already ready. So I'm going to switch that stove off. That will be used later. So the pasta is already in the pot, and this we're going to leave this to boil for about 10 to 15 minutes, 10 to 12 minutes max. Yeah, 10 to 12 minutes is ready. So we're going to time it now. Let me put the time in there on the stove to give it the 12 minutes. Okay, and then the next thing now is to prepare preparing the other ingredients. So yes, of course, onions. Onions, you don't leave that. Onions definitely would be perfect for pasta. Like I told you the last time when I was in the kitchen here, I love red onions because the texture of this is really good as well, different from the white onions. Although the red onions actually do take some time to cook, but they're really good. So right now what we're going to do now is to prepare the onions in the meantime, because by the time the pasta is cooked for 15, let's say 10-12 minutes, that will be ready. The onions actually, especially when you're cooking the pasta, you don't really worried about what size you should cut it in, how thin it should be. No, don't worry about that. I love it to be a little bit hello ma. I like it to be a little bit bigger. So we're gonna slice the onions in a size that I really want. Let's see whether I can take out some of the stuff in the middle of the onions, because that needs to go out. Let's see what's going on here. So when you slice in the onions, just slice it to the size that you really love also. Okay, so yeah, use a great chopping board if you do have. If not, don't worry, you can hold your onions in a way you want to hold them, to actually slice them also. Make sure that they are perfectly cooked also. So I'm going to give it a little bit chunky size as well, so that they can they can also be reflected in the pasta as well when you are done and ready for to let it go down in the stomach. Yeah, so we're going to do 2 onions. I think 2 onions would be perfect for the size of the pasta that I'm cooking today. All right, so why I'm doing this, if you have any question you can ask as well. Oh, thank you, Florence. I was just talking about if you have any question you should ask, and then Florence just asked the question. Yes, this is this is I use cooking as as a part of sporting activities as well, because yes, I love going to the gym. I play ping pong or table tennis also. I love watching other sports also, but cooking, actually, I love it. Oh, okay. I should lower the camera. Okay, you're right. You're right. Let me prepare the website, because some people want to. Let me change it. I think the camera should be okay now. I think. If I lower it now, you're not going to see my face. You're only going to see the what I'm doing on the chopping board. So we clean the onions. So, okay, let me answer your question now. Let me see. If you become president, you still, oh yeah, yeah. It doesn't matter, you know, what the future holds for me with respect to maybe my responsibility to the society. No, I will take it everywhere. And, you know, even perhaps if I even having, either it's some kind of a party for kids or for the less fortunate or so, or the elderly or so, myself would do the cooking. Yeah. Remember, I'm talking about maybe something like the way Samuel Kanyado used to have a children party at the back of the executive mansion. If that happened to come in, definitely, yeah, I will show my skills, because sometimes it's good for them to stay with you, and so you can have a, you know, you can enjoy your life as a, you know, that's why even in workplaces now, you know, employers are now having things like you know, table tennis, they're having pool, so that people, at least, you know, when you're having your break, your 1 hour break, you can go and spend 10-15 minutes there, and then you know, you just refresh yourself. So sports is part of it, and I don't see anything wrong with even any leader also, you know, doing sports. Yeah, it's part of you. Once anything that is part of you, it is part of you. So even me now, it seems to be like the question my sister asked there. So if I was a leader right now for my country and I'm in the kitchen cooking, maybe people say, oh, blah 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 blah, you know, and say, oh, find somebody to cook for you, this and that. So rather, I'm cooking, we're doing pasta today. I put it right on top of the video there. I'm cooking pasta. We are cooking pasta. I can't say me cooking, but all of us are cooking pasta today. All right, so we're done with the onions. Let me see, we still giving the pasta about 9 more minutes for it to get ready for another stage. So what we're going to do, we're going to prepare our big pepper. Like I said, this pepper I was so happy when I went to the supermarket this morning, and I was just looking around to see the origin of the pepper. I saw the Morocco. I said, oh yeah, this one, I gotta go for this. I saw other countries. I don't even want to mention the country, some of the countries that I saw there, the pepper come from. Yeah. I just say, no, I'm gonna go for African, product. So I took this. This is from Morocco, and I'm hoping that, you know, hopefully one of these days too we'll see pepper coming from, or bitter bowls coming from Liberia. I do see bitter bowls, but for bitter bowls, you don't normally see it, you know, put in a package that actually can tell you which country it come from. I normally go and buy bitter bowls, but yeah, I don't see the origin of the country. I don't know why they don't do that also. Now, because it's pasta, they pick the big pepper. What you normally do, you know, this is the pepper that have 3 colors, right? Green, yellow, red. See, so you can pick any color, it doesn't matter. But because of pasta, what I'm going to do now is give this a little bit of chunky cut, not really, you know, in a way that you're cooking stew or so. So, but give it a chunky cut. A chunky cut will be perfect, because when you're having the pasta, when you're sitting on the table now having a dinner, you would love to have a chunk of it, instead of slashing it very, very tiny like this. No, give it a chunky cut, because it's pasta. So, perfect size like this, it's okay. Okay, so let's see whether we can get this done and into some chunks here, so that later on when we are eating the pasta, remember, not all of it will actually melt in the water once it reaches the boiling point or so. No, so we give it a chunky quart here. When you write too much, I don't think I will read it, because I'll be able to read it. Maybe I'll read it later after the video. So this is it. For those of you just coming in today, we are in a kitchen. We're preparing pasta. You plus myself also, each and every one of us. So we'll get the pasta and the onions ready. And this will be ready now for the next stage later on. So what we're going to do now is give the pasta a little bit of stir. I'm going to do one more thing. Let me see. I love cooking with wood with wooden spoon because they don't actually scrape the pot for you also. So we'll get a little bit of stir. So so our brown pasta is really getting ready now, looking good. Our mushrooms, they are all ready for the next stage as well. Give it a little bit of stir there for it to just, it's on a very low cook now. So the pasta is being ready. So that's gonna go for another 5 more minutes. Let me take you back here because we got one more thing to actually do here. I love spinach. This is spring onions. They're really good, not only for the scent, but they also there as a replement for how they call it, herbs as well. It's really good. These are fresh ones. You can get them in the supermarket, especially, but they're very good to go in to go with any form of cooking you're doing. So what we do, first of all, for some of you, get this slice off, the bottom of it, get it off, okay? And always make sure that you slice it here, in between here. Always make sure that at least one of these branches or the layers have to come out, okay? And that go in the bin, because once you get it out, there will be some little attachment here. Sometimes it will be there, very slippery also. Make sure you get that off and you put that one side. Depending how many of them you're cooking, you can cut another one the same way. And what you do to get it perfectly out, you split on the side of it, okay, like I'm doing now. You split it on the side so that by the time you pull this other one, all of it will come out easily. You see, it will come out easily. And you give it another wipe for any remnants there. For this pasta, I think I'm going to do everything because the pasta is going to be enough for all of us here. So I'm going to do that again. Give it another little bit of split so that when you pull in the first one of the branches or attachment here, because this is it, you're trying to get rid of that. At the other end of it isn't there. So you get it down, okay? All right, quickly we're gonna do that now. Since you're finna getting to know how to do that, let me just do it so quickly. And while I'm doing this, let me comment. Let me send a commendation on behalf of you or that are on the platform to our wonderful representative to the Special Olympic. Special Olympic is going on in Saudi Arabia, okay, and we sent some. Well, Liberia is represented by I think 3 individuals. One of them won gold a couple of days ago, day before yesterday, I think. I think Liberia, this should be, I don't know, first time taking part in Special Olympic. Also, I have no idea. But the good news is that that representative actually won gold for Liberia. So perfect. Special Olympic, for those of you that don't know about Special Olympic, is for those with special need. At least the word is now kind of at a stage now that people are being educated with respect to all accepting one another, despite we are all different. At least nobody should call anybody again crazy person or that person looking like that and whatsoever. So the Special Olympic are actually for people with intellectual disability. Intellectual disability means they struggle to comprehend, and well, in most part of the world, some people say they are crazy people. Somebody going crazy, they start also. So there's no more that period where we should keep our family people when we see that they are being mentally challenged, and we don't have no other means, nowhere to take them. We chain them, put them in some kind of little small room, and they just be there for the rest of their lives or so. So now that the word is now up and has decided to listen, the international community decided, I know this thing, we should do this thing. I think it was even started by one of the sisters of the Kennedys. Yeah, way back. She's late now. So Special Olympic is going on in Abu Dhabi. When we say a big thank you to our representatives there. They're doing great work. Even if one medal they can bring, yeah, that's fine. At least she won the gold. I don't know. I have to check, and later if I'm on air, I will share you more information. But yeah, we won gold for the first appearance. I think in the 200 or 100 meter. So she did well. Or he did well. Sorry, it was he, little boy. So I just want to appeal on behalf of the government of Liberia. All right. As we're doing that, I'm going to, I'm doing the spring onions now. So for the pasta as well, it doesn't matter really how chunky you want it to be. If you're cooking it for the stew, I would prefer you slice it very, very thin, so you can cook quickly. But for pasta, at least you want that taste to be there as well. So do a little bit chunky coat for the spring onions. Do a chunky coat, and that chunky coat will fit in, will blend in perfectly with the pasta and other ingredients that you're going to put there. And so let me use this time to call on our leader, especially President Weah. He's a sportman. I think there's a need now that we should have an Olympic village in Liberia, or Olympics training center. There's a need now we should have an Olympic training center in Liberia. I know right now we don't have money to say we should have an Olympic village where perhaps in the future we can bid to host the Olympic. No, but if we can have if we can build an Olympic training center, it will be perfect. It doesn't matter where it should be. It don't have to be in Moserado County. Yeah, we can even take it out of Moserado County. We have that training center. When we have that training center, so let's change the camera now. If we have that training center, the Olympic training center, it can include training people with special or intellectual disability for special sports, and then we can also train people that will represent us for how they call it Paralympics, and then also the able-bodied people, wherein it can be like an institution. It's basic every day. Young children. We have a lot of children in Liberia with talents. If I go there, I'm moving around, I'm just looking. Sometimes you go, you stand, you see children on the sidewalk, they're singing. You go in the community, they sing. Some of them will be 2, 3, and they're singing. When you hear the voices, or you see them doing something like, oh, that thing that little child did, they could actually put that in a movie. It would be great and thing. So we got great, talented young people in Liberia. So, Mr. President, my appeal is we should please help us to build an Olympic training center for Liberia. And some of us are thinking about going back home, and we want to go and help, especially, to be specific in a certain area, to help children to not only develop interest in some of these activities, but to take it as a career. And they can help themselves and help their family and help the country tomorrow. Please help us. You are in a perfect position, Mr. President, to talk to some of your colleagues that are still playing football. Some of them are managers for big teams. They make good money. Somebody like you, if you meet 2, 3, 4, 5 of them and say, look, please help us. I'm constructing an Olympic training center, but I would love for you to help us. I know we will get equipment. That place will be well built because it is part of you It is part of you because you are a sportman. It is part of you. You see, right now we're seeing that you travel, the people get you jersey, they recognize you, they give you time to even, play some tactics with, on the sport, on the field. So that alone is a big push there. So, Mr. President, please help us. Let us build an Olympic training center. All of our children, whether from 5 years or 6 years or so, they will, we start training them there. We can have swimming pools there as well, where children will be going, or adults will be going to be learning how to swim, and then be able to participate in competitions like, Olympics. I would love for Liberia to be represented in all sports. Yeah. At that Olympic training center, we can have the boxing area. People are learning the skill. We can have the other area, taekwondo, the people doing it. We can have other areas, the people doing volleyball. They're learning how to play volleyball. We can have another area, people doing track and field. The children, we can start with children, they're running, and thing. We can even introduce our career in the schools. That, every year, at least once, we can have a big sporting activities where, a child or children can become winners of such competition in athletics, and thing. We can have different areas in every aspect, everything that goes up at the national. Probably it's not even easy. I can't say everything because we don't have snow there, so we can't do skiing. How they call it, skating or so. We can't do that there. No, it's not possible. We can do cycling, even in that Olympic training center. We can have track there for cycling. That's perfect as well. We can even have the football in the football field in the middle, or places. All the sports. So, Mr. President, we're begging you, help us. Let's organize. Let's help us to build an Olympic training center for Liberia. And I can tell you, in the next 10 years, we will start producing. Liberia name will go up. Because when people go, when we have 3, 4, 5 people that represent Liberia in karate, 1, 2, 3 people will bring, some kind of gold medals or so. In swimming, you see our young people bringing, medals. We start going on top, we will begin to get our, whatever we lost, yesterday during the stupid madness war that took place. We'll begin to harvest it, honestly, because we have talents in Liberia. We don't have to, so long we have something like that going on in Liberia, people will come from other part of the world. When we have a big competition like that, people will come from other part of the world, and they will come scout those children. And some of them will be signed and take them on for, to play for, different, big teams across the world or so. But we have to set the agenda. We have to, lift it up also. All right, that's my appeal there to the president. We stay in the kitchen, so we have to get the pasta now. It's cooked, because in fact it's overcooked now. Let me say, because it should have been there for 12 minutes or so maximum. It's gone to more than 12 minutes. So let me get the pasta from the cooking from the stove, because we need to drain the water out, just in case. Okay, let me give you a little bit of stir. Yeah, it's perfectly ready. Okay, what you want to do here, this is the pasta. It's ready. Very, very cooked, well cooked as well. So what we need to do now is to drain the water out. Let me see what I can get. Yeah, we need a good sifter. This one will drain the water really perfectly, because you need to really get the water out to have that a perfect pasta that you're cooking. So let's see. Let's find the area that we can set the sifter to see it. So we put it there, and what we do now is to pull the pasta. I think somebody was telling me that they want to see. So let me create the room again to have the camera down a little bit. So this is it, and what we're going to do now is pull it in this sifter. Of course, this sifter is being held under there by something else. So we got it here. We're waiting for it to really, for the water to drain down very well, and then from there we'll be ready for the next stage. So while that is getting ready, we have to get the now we're gonna get the pot ready for the main part of it. So we got get a very sizable saucepan, so that will be perfect for it, because you need a space to be stirring it as well. So what we're going to do today, we're going to do olive oil. I love olive oil, so I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil in it. I love olive oil, it's really good. I recommend it, you know, to cook a perfect dish or so. So just a little bit of it, not too much of olive oil, because the butter is made in a way that it doesn't pull out much of it. So we have the olive oil in there, and what we're going to do now is to give it a little bit of time, that by the time, you know, it's heated up, then the rest of the ingredients will go inside. Let me show you my family. We are in the kitchen together. My family here, they are. That's my little queen. She's 8 years old now. She'll be 9 in July. This guy is 11 now. He's the one that playing football and playing for a football team. Their big brother, he just graduated from high school now. He's 16 years old. So for him, I think the light on the other side is giving me a time also. So that's my family there. Her name is Queen. His name is Ronan. His name is Romeo. But they are always with me in the kitchen with cooking as well, because okay, that's my outside portion. I'll show you now. So sitting place. Okay, so what we do now, everything is almost ready. We're gonna get the this one ready, which is the mint. Cooking it. Gonna get the mint ready. The next thing, I think the pot is ready. The next thing that going in the pot there will be this onions, you know, and everything. So we're gonna put it in there. So that now you get ready for the next 5 minutes or so. The next 5 minutes or so. Okay, that's just going in there. Give it a little bit of stir. That's so the oil can cook everything that you put in there. Give it a little bit of stir. Okay, and then you leave that for about at least about 5 minutes or so. It will be ready for the next stage. So you leave that for about 5 minutes. If you want to, you can cover it so at least the heat. Let me see. Yeah, let's see what that. So that this heat can also help to actually cook it well. Okay, so that is done. So what we're going to do now is to get the mince ready, right? We're going to get the mince ready. Normally, when I go to buy the mince, I love to be there for them to actually do it for me. But today it was like I didn't have much time. So the only thing you need to do, try hard to just spread it out a little bit before you put it in a hot oil. Because if you just put it like that, you know, just stay with the spoon or cooking spoon, sometimes doesn't actually loosen them or for the way they're supposed to be loosened up. So yeah, give it a little bit of touch and open them up, spread them as well. So also the means also to give it the perfect texture as well. It's good as well to fry it separately. Yeah, it can really be good as well. You can fry it separately, but on this occasion we're gonna do it together with the onions and everything that we put there. My pot is actually dancing. There's no music playing. The pot is dancing. Can you see? The pot is dancing. I will tell you the secret why the pot is dancing. This stove came with special saucepans, all four of them. Yeah. Whenever I put those saucepans, it will never dance like this one. But the moment I put different saucepan on the stove here, and sometimes it will be dancing until it's in the cooking. But the saucepans that came with this stove together, when I bought it, no, they don't. They just sit there cool on it as well. So what we're doing now is we're trying now to get this the meat to touch the oil and begin to actually assemble itself perfectly. So you spread it out a little bit there. So normally I love to fry it on its own, you know, give it a little bit of oil, get a little small oil in it, and then from there, once you start changing it, you see the color changing like this, you know, then yeah, that's the perfect one. You wouldn't want to put it in water. No, don't ever try that. Don't put maize in water. No, you mess it up. Yeah, it goes with oil. So we're gonna leave that for a little couple of minutes before taking any other action or adding any more ingredients there. While we're doing that, let me share this with you. Let me share this with you. I wrote this poem. I wrote these poems. I was still waiting to publish them. So let me just share a few with you. Okay, this one is entitled My Home, My LIB. My Home, My LIB. If I should die, think only this of me, that there is a corner of the foreign field that is far over LIB. There shall be in that rich earth a richer dust concealed, a dust whom Mama LIB bore, ship made aware. Give once the flowers to love. The body of LIB is breathing troubled air. Washed by the rivers, blessed by sons of home. And think this heart all evil shared away. A pause in the internal mind gives somewhere back the thoughts by my LIB given. Her sights and sounds, dreams happy as her beautiful day, and laughter learned of friends, and gentleness. In heart at peace, honor the LIB heaven. Okay, let me read this about memories. Think so? Yeah, about memories. Okay, when memories strikes, the look is in the air, just watching. The mind wander for the search is, but feelings are deep, just very deep to say. Looking west and east, staring north and south. Human rights and relative peace was like before. I will go home today. Okay. Okay, I hope we're not going to forget too much with what we're doing there. So let's have a look at the cooking. Let's have a look at the stove, because we need to stir this. This is what I was telling you. You got to keep an eye on it, because what you want to do is give the means this perfect, very perfect look. You see, this is it. That's how it should be. You know, give it that perfect look. No longer reddish or so. And once that is ready, the next thing now is some of the ingredients you need to add there. So we're going to start off first of all with the, how do you call it, with the mushrooms. We put the mushrooms in there. I love mushrooms. They are really good as well. They're really good. I love them to go in every part of my cooking. Okay, so we put the mushrooms there. This is a bit now. Let's see whether we can lower the stove a little bit. So this is the stage now. What we need to do, let me put the camera down. Okay, I think you'll be able to see. So let's give it another perfect texture as well. This is tomato puree. You can get this from, you know, anyway, because some is in a little jar also. So we add a little bit of tomato puree here. This one will give it the perfect, you know, texture as well. Let's see. So we got that in there. Let's see what next goes in there. But first thing we need to do is give it a little bit of stir, so that it will be able to melt well here as well. The pasta is almost getting to the point of us having our dinner together. So yeah, we'll give it a little bit of stir, and the next thing is for us to have let me see what I'm going for now. Okay, the next thing is for us to have, let's see if I can get everything closer to me. Alright, it will be better. This. Okay. So, alright, let's have things closer to us, so we don't have to be moving up and down. So what we're doing now is give you another stir here, and the next thing, you open your bolognese, whichever one you have, put it in. Perfect. You get that in there. I bought two different ones today because there's something new I came across today for the really, you know, nice pasta. So this one will go in as well. We just want to give this pasta to be a very, very delicate taste as well. So Okay, seems to be this one needs some help. So, okay, so I'm gonna leave that for a couple of minutes. Let me get some hot water, and this needs to go. Let's see whether okay. Okay, just trying to get the becoming ready, and then to get on the next fish. We're almost done anyway. We need some cubes. I love cubes as well. So I believe I can fly. Oh, Jenajo Sangafuna, Jenajo Sangafuna, oh, Jenajo Sangafuna. So we're gonna add a little bit of water here because this jalapeno doesn't want to come up. So let's see whether we can add a little bit of water so that we can get everything out. There's no specific kind of recipe list for cooking pasta anyway, but taking you through what I've taken you through, I'm sure you follow and you can be able to cook a perfect pasta. So what we're going to do now, add the other ingredients there, including I want to add at least two cubes. Yeah, two would go with this pasta. Really kind of a person that you got to open. Okay, so two will be perfect, and because the pasta is already cooked, you don't have to worry about to hurry putting the pasta to mix it together. You don't have to worry. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put some coconut in it. I'm looking for the little small size. I think this size will be okay. So do a little bit of coconut, whether it's dry coconut or so, whatever it is. Do a little bit of coconut like this, and always make sure you grate it to the size you want. But I wouldn't advise anybody to do the chunky one here. No, that would be too big for such a cooking. So yeah, we do the coconut. This will be, doesn't matter how much what the quantity should be. Also, no, don't worry about that. Okay, to give it a perfect look. The next thing, our pepper will go in here. We're putting the whole pepper there because I put in two there. And then the next thing, our ingredient, which is I put in chicken there. So we give it another stir. Give it another stir. So this one now, you're mixing this up to actually blend with the chicken or the meat that you put in, so that by the time you add the pasta there and give it another stir, you just leave it, you just leave it on the low cook for, couple of maybe 5-10 minutes. Then you're ready to go. So let me see, we're going to pull the pasta now in there. So let me get the pasta and bring it so we can put it there. Okay, so here our pasta we cook first, isn't it? Right? So our pasta goes here. Very, very nice pasta. Kpakio is nice. Very, very nice. So, because we put, how do you call it? We put cube in there already. We don't have to put much salt. And for some of you that got children, this is my advice to you. I have kids, and some of them, one of them really love ketchup. Yeah, ketchup. We know ketchup, right? But if you're cooking pasta, you know, especially, you know, you are going to put cube there, you're going to put salt there also. Be very careful, you know, with respect to the quantity of how do you call it, ketchup that you eat, because ketchup have they got too much salt in ketchup. And don't even think that, you know, they don't have salt in pasta. They do have. So our pasta is getting, so it's now mixed all together, and chicken, everything in it. You know, you can take a chunk of chicken, and you have a perfect, you know, really nice dinner. So we're going to leave the pasta now. You see, there's no water right now. It's dry. Yeah, there's no water in it. It's not going to stick also. And then later on, at the end, you can just add a little bit of lemon or lime also in there. Just squeeze it in, and then you cover it. Oh, we're going to do a little bit of herbs. I got mixed herbs here. This is really good as well. Mixed herbs. So this one will also give it a really where is it? How do you over here? Okay, so what you do now, you just sprinkle a little bit of mix yeah, give it that mixed herb. You just give it a little bit of stir, so at least it can just spread in there. Honestly, we done with our pasta. All we need to do, cover it for at least 10 minutes on a very low cook, so that it won't burn on it, so that the heat can just absorb everything in there, the chicken, the all the ingredients that we put in there as well. So let me say thank you for, oh, I can say thank you. Come for dinner. Dinner is ready. Dinner is now ready to go. I hope you had a nice time with me in the kitchen as well. But dinner is ready. Please come and join me. Let's have a nice dinner. Okay, that's how I'm going to leave you guys in from my kitchen today. I don't know, let me see, take this one out for cooking, put this one in for my second album that can help me to read. Okay, let me read the last poem then before I can take leave of you. But this one, I wrote this poem actually when Nelson Mandela passed away, and I was on this group chat with South African, and people were paying tribute and things. So I wrote the poem, and I posted it in the group chat, and even somebody took it from there and gave it to a newspaper in South Africa, and it was published there, according to what the person told me. All right, let me read this, and then I'll be taking my exit to you, because right after we finish with the dinner, you may, we're going to show, we're going to go live to show one of the version of the former President Chancellor's trial. Okay, let me read this. The title of it is The Sacred Solid Heart. The Sacred Solid Heart. The poem in tribute to the late Tata Nelson Mandela. Madiba. When a moment of hope becomes hopeless, the sacred, solid heart does not pause. When a moment of discrimination is visible, the sacred, solid heart do not sit and complain, but moves like a mighty lion. When the future appears to look bleak, the sacred, solid heart speaks in many languages and the people listen. When the mighty hero is physically no more among us, just remember that the sacred, solid heart is not gone. The sacred, solid heart. I know the sacred, solid heart. The sacred, solid heart is the warrior of the masses. Tata Madiba Mandela is the sacred, solid heart. Thank you so much for being with me in the kitchen today again. Hopefully next week again we'll come with another recipe, how to prepare it and how to eat it. Great being with you. It's a wonderful time as well. I hope for some of you that actually had no idea, you really want to eat a pasta, you really want to prepare yourself. I hope you got something out of me, out of this cooking today, that you can also make use of in your own personal kitchen, that you can prepare and sit with your children and have that dinner together. A pasta, you don't have to order for it, for somebody else to cook it for you and bring it and you put small salt and put small pepper there. No, prepare it from the start. It's always good to prepare your own food. Yeah, that's why I keep telling you. For me, I don't like eating outside. I don't like eating outside. I don't like it. I don't trust other people cooking. I can cook and I can tell nobody. Most of the time, some friends, if I go back home, some friends ask me, "My man, come," or even cousins or nieces also inviting me for meal or dinner. I can tell them, I say, for me, I come into your house though, but I know how to cook. Because I want you now, so you can know, so that at least when you're cooking, you can say, they may tell me that you know how to cook, so that means let me cook properly. Yeah, Florence, tomorrow I'm doing rice. No, not tomorrow. Next week, hopefully next week we'll do rice with another recipe. Whatever you say that will come into my mind to do. Yeah, but I love pasta because pasta is really good. I love it, especially when you choose among the pasta or the pastas, and always try to go for wholemeal pasta. It's really good. I recommend that wholemeal. Yeah, because about wholemeal, you have a lot of ingredients that we need in our body, energy, help with strength in the bones, help with relaxation and everything. I love it. Even bread, I always go in for wholemeal bread, because at least most of the ingredients coming from red in the soil there also. So that's it. All right, thank you so much, Madam. You came so late, Madam Black. I think she was here before, but she left. Blackie, you came so late, but however you can follow the video, and I hope I've been helpful. I really hope I've been helpful. Thank you so much. Please come join me now. Let's have a wonderful dinner together. Until then, for the video, let's stop the live video, and then you'll come for the video. You'll come together. Let's have a wonderful dinner. Dinner is ready and dinner is served. Bye bye now. I love you all. Mwah.